Hello, West Ham Network. It's Holly, and I hope you're all well. I'm ill once again, but that is the beauty of having a child in daycare. So we're just embracing it now. This is how my voice is just going to have to sound forevermore. Now, as we enter the final third of the season, it's safe to say that we've gone through a lot of change. It's been hard for us to find consistency, and it's been difficult to know what to expect next. But given the number of games that we played, usually you would have an idea of how we're performing and things like that, but it's just a bit all over the place. However, we're going to be taking just a little bit of an overview today at how we've done as individuals and how we've also done as a team with any standout players or moments that we can think of. So today we're going to be chatting about the potential hammer of the year, as well as the team performance of the season and the young hammer of the year. We've still got some way to go until this is actually going to be decided. And obviously with that lack of consistency, it's not the easiest to choose, but I would say there are a few standout performances which you can say we actually did well, because there's a few less to sift through than usual. But we are going to be giving this a go. So without further ado, let's get started. Yes, West Ham Network. So today I'm going to be asking your opinions on Hammer of the Year for the season, team performance of the season so far, and Young Hammer of the Year. So drop us a comment with your thoughts and make sure you also hit that thumbs up button on the video to help support our channel, please. Now, today we are going to be starting with Hammer of the Year. So for me, it's going to be the same player as last season, Jarrod Bowen. He's been out injured for part of the season, but he's still our top goal scorer, 7 goals and 4 assists, I believe. And for me, he always gives 100% when he's on that pitch. When we've got him in that team, it feels a lot more stable. I just feel like we look a lot better when we've got a Bowen there, because we try to get the ball into goal scoring positions. We break down the wing a bit quicker. We see a few more overlaps. So there's just a lot that Jarrod Bowen brings that I think brings out the best in the team. Captain wise, I think he's doing a decent job as captain. He just loves West Ham, puts in 100%. So for me, I think it's got to be him. But if you're looking for somebody different to last season, another player you could consider, Wan-Bissaka. He scored twice and got 2 assists, but he's shown that he can attack and defend well. When we got him, obviously there were question marks over his balance between attacking and defending, but he has shown that he can do both more than adequately, and he's also bringing a lot of pace to our side, which is appreciated. We just need it to happen a little bit more with a few more players. So let us know your thoughts. Is it a no-brainer with Bowen, or is there somebody else that you would prefer to give Hammer of the Year to? The next one that we're going to be looking at is team performance of the season. So given the fact that we've basically played most of the team as individuals rather than a team, this one was actually pretty difficult, sifting through the games and thinking, when have we actually played well as a team? But there are actually 3 performances that do spring to mind as when we've actually done okay as a team. So the first is our most recent against Arsenal. We set up perfectly. We controlled the game. We took our chance. We maintained a clean sheet. All against the odds. I think we all went into that game thinking this is an absolute write-off. Arsenal are performing well. We are not performing well. This isn't going to go very well. We were massively the underdogs given our form, and players were lacking confidence. We were following on from that horrible Brentford performance, and we played beautifully. We didn't concede once, and we just looked like we were playing as more of a unit. We attacked in numbers. We were doing everything a bit more structured, like we knew that Potter can bring to our side, but it looked like things were starting to click. We'll talk about that in a second, because there have been many times where we thought things were about to click. But it felt like a very big performance that I really hope will start to turn the tide. Then other performances, I was thinking could be the Newcastle away. We won 2-0 on the 25th of November. So that was a result none of us saw coming, because we'd not looked good in the games leading up to it. We thought that that could be it. And unfortunately, we didn't look good in the games after it either, but we got the result there. And then there was the performance again against Ipswich. So you look at the scoreline, we beat them 4-1 on the 5th of October. So that was another game where I think things have finally clicked. Looking back, it hadn't. But it was goals from Antonio, Kudus, Bowen and Paqueta. So all of our front 4 scored, which is the definition of a team performance, is it not? So let me know your thoughts on the team performance of the season down below in that comment section. Last but not least, there are a few names for the Young Hammer of the Year award so far. Obviously, there's a long way to go. But one name that is springing to mind is Ollie Scholes. He is out there getting West Ham Player of the Match, Man of the Match awards, whatever you want to call them, having stepped up into the first team, which is no easy feat at all. And so far, from what I can see, he's sort of a cross, a bit of a combination between an Emerson and a Cresswell, in that he gets forward, he likes to get balls into the box, and he just looks very exciting. And it's a great thing, in my opinion. And I'm really excited to see how he can progress as well. Because under Potter, it feels like he's going to get this game time. He's going to get these opportunities to prove himself and show what he can do. And with that, given such a positive start, surely that can only be a good thing. And then Callum Marshall is also having a really good season on loan. He has scored 8 goals and got 4 assists in 35 games for Huddersfield. And Freddie Potts is doing well in the Championship at Portsmouth. So those are another 2 to consider. It's great news, though, that we've got multiple players. Those 2 could obviously have bright futures at the club. And we've got Ollie Scholes, who's already creating a bright future at the club. It's feeling like we're starting to use that academy and get some benefits out of it, and feel a bit excited about the ones that are coming through the ranks as well. So very, very exciting. But let us know your thoughts on Young Hammer of the Year and who you think it might be. So there you have it. That's your daily for now. But I just wanted us to take a little look at the season so far, because there's been a lot of doom and gloom. And sometimes you have a little bit of a recap. And if anything, I feel like it's just made me realise how far we've come, in that currently I feel confident that we can build on where we are, which is something new this season. And it feels like the players are also really buying into this project, and we are seeing progress. Like Graham Potter was saying at the Brentford game, you do sometimes have these blips on the road to progressing. And that's okay as long as they're blips. So we've picked it up. We've done really well against Arsenal, and we've got another big game on the way. So if we can keep picking up points, I'd like to think that we can creep towards that top half of the table. And obviously, I know it's mathematically unlikely we'll get relegated, but we don't even want to be near there. We don't want to be the bottom of the chunk that's clear of relegation. We want to be smashing it so that we can finish the season strong, have a really good pre-season, strengthen our side, and next season it's go time. We need to smash things. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on who you would choose currently. I know things may well change before the end of the season, but who you would currently choose, Hammer of the Year, Team Performance of the Season, Young Hammer of the Year. It's exciting. And it's exciting that we've got multiple players to talk about as well for these accolades, because it shows that we're doing something right at West Ham. So that's all from me for now. Have a brilliant day, whatever you're up to. Enjoy. Have a lovely Wednesday. And until next time, tune in at 5 p.m. for your Hammers headlines. Come on, you Irons. Irons.